So, Sally, some weird news. Walmart, it was reported that they were removing self-checkout in Maine and Massachusetts. Then all of a sudden, this follows up that they removed self-checkout in New Mexico earlier this year. Then it comes out that Walmart is not removing self-checkouts. That came out just yesterday. So we have this controversy going back and forth. But the interesting thing is, what Walmart is really trying to do is they're trying to promote their new hosted checkouts. Now, what a hosted checkout is, it's self-scan, but they have an associate or a cashier there that can show customers how to use the self-checkout, help them through the checkout process, and answer any questions that they might have. So it's really a hybrid that they're looking at. They want to keep self-checkouts, but they're going to put employees there to help shoppers. And this is very strange about this controversy where they're saying, no, we're not going to take them, but yet there's reports that they are going to take them out. What do you think? Should Walmart just get rid of these self-checkouts, or does the Walmart shopper really want them?
Good question. A couple of weeks ago, we discussed self-checkout, which was a very popular story for us here. We had a lot of people commenting on that when we brought up the story of Booth supermarket chain in the UK and how they are removing them and the reasons for that. So it is a highly relevant topic right now and on people's minds. Now, Walmart did remove some self-checkout machines to clear up the confusion in some New Mexico locations this year. I don't know what those specific reasons were for those locations or if they were just trying it out to see how their customers responded. But yes, they have named their cashiers that work now at the self-checkout stands. You said it for me. It's self-checkout hosts. And this is a great name for them. I'm not sure how much different that is from the people that stand at the checkouts in Kroger or Publix or any other grocery store I've been. So what would be interesting to me is to see if they're going to give them this name, which is a very positive name. I do love it. But are they going to go a little bit beyond, and go the extra mile, like maybe help bag your groceries, help put your groceries in your cart? We definitely know that there are people that use self-checkout sometimes that have more challenges than others, So are they going to step in and help those people? Or are they there to just make sure that we're not shoplifting?
Exactly. And that's what came into my mind as well, as we're seeing more retailers putting guards by the self-checkout, looking at your cash register receipt. But the other thing that's notable is in a lot of Walmarts, what they've done is they've made their self-checkouts with a long belt. So Similar to your traditional check stand, so that you could pile more things on them. So we'll see what happens with Walmart. I still think that self-checkout is dead. I think we need a next iteration of that technology. But one thing I love that Walmart is doing, and they're really following suit on what Coles in Australia started a number of years ago, where they're having these sensory-friendly environments for 2 hours a day, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. in all of its U.S. and Puerto Rico stores. It started a couple months ago with the back-to-school season, and now it's going to be indefinite for them. And basically, what they've done is they've really finally acknowledged the fact that we have a population that has sensory issues, whether it's autism or ADHD, and whether it's customers or even some store employees that are afflicted with this. So Walmart is doing the right thing here to be able to, tone it down a bit. And frankly, what I hope happens is the this effort becomes so successful that what we start to see are stores around the nation doing the same thing, and not just for people who are sensitive to sensory, barrages, but everybody. I'd like to be able to go into a store where it's quiet and sure, maybe you have Barry Manilow, music playing on the loudspeaker. But let's calm it down a little bit, because I go into these stores, you have these people unpacking, you have things on the loudspeaker, and this quiet time is really, terrific. And we're starting to see this happen in other environments as well.
Yes, right now we are looking at 1 in 36 children in the US that are diagnosed with autism. And I'm really glad you brought up ADHD as well, because there are other conditions that people experience and that present challenges for them when it comes to their senses and sensory overload. This is a wonderful effort by Walmart for diversity and inclusion. Dimming the lights, less announcements, creating a better shopping experience for those who are challenged. This is also great for parents of children with autism. They need to go out to the store. They got to take their kids with them. And so, this makes their trip a little bit easier on them. And the shopping hours are from 8 to 10 in the morning. So, it's not, it hasn't been extended throughout the day. A lot of people think that maybe even people who don't have sensory issues, like you're pointing out, might want to shop in those hours too, because it's calmer. And what I bet, Phil, is I bet when you are calmer and you are feeling more positive and comfortable in a store, that one, you might choose healthier foods, but two, you might spend more.
And, there is a correlation, the time that you spend in the store to how much money you spend. So if we can calm it down, people spend more time in the store, they'll enjoy it more, and they'll buy more. And it's not just supermarkets. Walt Disney World is doing it. Pittsburgh International Airport has the first sensory-friendly room at a U.S. airport. Also, airports have followed through in Newark, New Jersey, Miami, and Phoenix. Synergy Entertainment, that's a 9-theater chain, has a children's movie one Saturday morning a month where they reduce the volume, they brighten the lights, because it received guidance that too dark of a space can be frightening to kids. So this is all great. We finally have this awareness, so kudos to Walmart for doing it.
Be sure to visit supermarketguru.com for the latest marketing analysis, issues, and trends. And don't forget to join us back here next Tuesday at 2:30 p.m. Eastern for more.